Time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, March 7th, 2017. Got and good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, March 7th, 2017. There are your news and odds here. Top story at 8:30 on this Tuesday morning. It is a day after House leaders released a plan to support the Affordable Care Act. Those same leaders praised for the task ahead to forestall an outright revolt among the conservative Republicans who already showed signs of agitation late on Monday. Washington, President Trump signed a new executive order on Monday that bans immigration from 6 Muslim-majority countries, dropping Iraq from joining his previous one and reinstates a temporary blanket ban on all refugees. Kuala Lumpur, North Korea blamed embarked legislation for leaving the country on Tuesday, sparking a Cincinnati action by Malaysia's police investigated the murder of Kim Jong-nam in Kuala Lumpur, sought to question the 3 men indicted. Casey Anthony speaks about daughter's murder case in 2011 acquittal. President Trump over the weekend made explosive claims that the President Barack Obama. And Trump incorrectly blames Obama and releasing 122 vicious Gilmore detainees U.S. Senate anti-missile system of South Korea. By now, everyone is aware that Ben Carter's elected slaves and immigrants threat. Staff speech on Monday to mark his first full week as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Soldiers go to the golf course where terminal high-altitude defense system will be deployed in Sunju, South Korea on Tuesday. Paris. A second avalanche to the month into the French Alps sound of Cygnus on Tuesday, enveloped the number of skiers of 40 descent. A day without a woman, the latest effort by the organizer Jody Massive Women's Martial Arts to descent for Wednesday. Sydney, a British backpacker was sexually assaulted in a helicopter from weeks in Australia and outback from being rescued by police who pulled over the car that she was driving, officials said on Tuesday. Richmond, Virginia, the U.S. Supreme Court decision to back out a lawsuit over transgender students back from access and just pointed out to keep transgender children liberal said 17-year-old Cliff Gavin Graham. Trenton President Donald offended say or even increased Planned Parenthood is federal funded organization to put an end to the abortion service today. New York Times reported. The National Weather Service says at least 2 tornadoes touched down in Missouri Monday evening as a lot of severe storms and heavy rain and lost air moved across the state, demonstrating over the communities north and east of the Kansas State metro area. IHOP is giving away pancakes free for Tuesday on Free Pancake Day and the National Pancake Day. A U.S. Navy ship was forced to change course in the Strait of Hormuz when it was approached by Iranian vessels last week, officials said. Press Secretary Charles Pastor scheduled to hold his first televised briefing in the morning, week on Tuesday. A poll showed that Americans are newly spending women to revoke the Affordable Care Act on mandating that individuals require insurance coverage. The pilot of a small plane died in a crash near Nome, Alaska, the National Transportation Safety Board said. Secretary of Homeland Security John Kelly said that he's considered separated documented children that parents are caught illegally crossing the border. General Motors Company has extended its federal largest automobile motor market in the world with the sale of many illusory repaired business to the French car maker PSA Group. ExxonMobil, the world's largest publicly traded oil producer, said on Monday to invest $20 billion in 2022 to expand its chemical oil provided by the U.S. Stock Incorporated stock market debuted last week has been celebrated as a success in the tech world as its shares price surged in the first 2 days of the market. Stocks down, down 51.37 points, 54.34, SP 500, down 781 points, 375.31. NASDAQ, down 21.58 points, up to 5,849.17. Amazon CEO and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos received an award for the investment in space exploration. Europe launched a fourth satellite Tuesday for its covenants. Monitoring project to track changes in the fourth covenant air pollution in the European Space Agency and announced. And honors rendition of the Soviet National Polar Orbited Partnership satellite as climate science cuts are now coming to fruition in the space station process of facility having it. NASA Kennedy Space Center for the creators used to cover Lord. Up to the covering and around the Cygnus pressurized. Cargo module on February 21st. Not if you work, maybe you should go home and have some sex. That's what a study just published in the Journal of Management suggests. Every 66 seconds this year, America will develop Alzheimer's disease according to the Alzheimer's Association annual report released Tuesday. Tests and sending all agents all false on the bird flu virus before they leave farms out of abundance of caution. Peter Children's time is now 8:35 on this To the bottom, tied out for support report here. The Boston Bruins fall to the Ottawa Senators 4-2, and the Boston Celtics losing the LA Clippers 160-102, and the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros 5-5 tie. Bruins and the Celtics have died off. The Red Sox taking out Washington Nationals. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Houston Rockets of Money Island. 112-110 game was clipped by a Buckers Sky. Leonard rejected it. James Harden at the buzzer. The Golden State Warriors are able to transition to the past few seasons, but the credit of the to compete in Atlanta Hawks Monday, May, Baltimore, and pursuit of the title. And labor in the match Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers. New president of basketball brand Stockton Ford stood up to Johnson and assuming his new position. Peter Children's time is now 8:36 on this. To the body here. Down out for traffic and transit park. Baby! Let's see if the subway system is looking good here. Commuter rail and the ferries, they are all looking good here. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England here. Starting you off down in Gagan, with 90 miles step outside of Soul from Fairfield out of Stepford. Merritt Parkway, westbound side of Soul from Bridgewater out of Stepford. Route 8 out of southbound side of Soul from Stepford Bridgewater stretch. And southbound 8 slow around the 99 stretch. A4 westbound side of Lowell, Newtown. Route A4 westbound side of Lowell, Denver. A4 both ends at slow water stretch. Route 7 to the southbound side of Lowell, Denver stretch. 91 out of the northbound side, so from 6 Iowa, murdered all the way after Route 9 to Middletown, and then Davis again, headed towards I-84, Connecticut, Interstate A4. Eastbound side is slow from West Harvard down to Harvard, Connecticut. A4, westbound side is slow from 384 in Manchester, Interstate 91. 291, westbound side loses from A4 to 91. 91 is southbound side, so from Wislock to not at Harvard, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side is back to 57 to 291 in Springfield. 95 on the northbound side, so from West Haven to New Haven. 95 southbound side, also New Haven stretch. 95 southbound side, also around the Guilford stretch. 91 on the northbound side, back to 57 to 291 in Springfield. 290 eastbound side, also from 146 to Route 9 to Worcester. 146 on the northbound side, also around Route 290 Worcester. 485 on the southbound side is back to about Hudson all the way out of Marbury. And 485 on the northbound side, out of Milford all the way to Route 9 to Westboro. 146 to the southbound side, slow from North Smithfield all the way to Route 285 Lincoln. They are northbound side, also 126 to 122 at Lincoln Woonsocket. 146 southbound side, also 15 to Route 95, downtown Providence. 95 southbound side, so from 2nd to downtown Providence. 95 northbound side, so from 37 in Warp to downtown Providence. 195 westbound side, so from Seacock to downtown Providence. Jamestown, Mount and Newport bridges are all looking good here. 28 is southbound side, also from McCarver Parkway after the Board Waterway. 47 bridges are looking good with 6 orders. Looking from Southbound on all lanes. 95 at the northbound side, also from 295 at Attleboro. 295 northbound side, also 95 at Attleboro. 95 at the northbound side, 7 go from Route 1 and Sheridan all the way after Route 128 Canton. 24, 7 go from 123 Brockton all the way Route 128 Canton. Route 3 at the northbound side, so from Derby Street to the out of the Braintree Split. 120 at the northbound side, about 28 and right off all the way after Route 138 in Canton. 7 Expressway at the northbound side, slow from Braintree Split on the Mass Park. 7 Expressway southbound side. Back to the Mass Park now to Dorchester. 93 both is a little slow. 128 at the northbound side is backed up from Route 101 and Westwood all the way at Route 20 Waltham. 128 on the southbound side, and then back to Linfield all the way to Waltham. Mass Park eastbound side, and then slow from Fairfield all the way up to Austin Brantos. Mass Park on the westbound side is slow from Austin Brantos down to Mass Park on the westbound side is slow from Logan Airport to South Boston all the way to Logan Airport eastbound to South Boston. 93 both is downtown Boston backed up. 93 is southbound side, and it is backed up. Step go from 125 north to downtown Boston. 93 northbound side, so from Medford all the way Route 128 Reddit. 485 the northbound side, also Lawton. 485 7 go between Route 3 and all the way to Route 3 to Tewksbury. 485 is southbound side, also from 293 to Lost all the way to Route 83 out in Andover. Route 3 southbound side, so between 485 and low on Route 128 in Burlington. 93 southbound side, back to 260 to Missourin. And I was on my way to Vermont and New Hampshire. Looking good here. And Route 1 is southbound side. A little slow around 295 in Brunswick and 95 at the northbound side. It's back to Waterville all the way to Palmer and 95 to the southbound side. Back to the Waterville stretch. Peter Jones' time is 8:39 on this. To the morning here. And it started out for a weather report here. And it is a cloudy start to your morning here. And looking at radar on it shows the line of rain showers for Boston down around the South Shore. Western Cape sleeted around. The outer Cape and snowed around the outer Cape for Parkside down to Chatham. Raining around Providence and stretching around Hannibal around Fall River around the South Coast. And stretching up down to Worcester area and central Worcester County. And rated around eastern, south central, northwestern Portland County. And stretching to western Berkshire County. And it slated and rated around the east central Berkshire County and northern Worcester County. And rated and slated around southern Vermont. And rated around eastern New York and stretching around southern New York and all New York City, northern New Jersey, and northeastern Pennsylvania. Here. Sleeted around Manchester, Concord, and snow around mid-coast Maine and upstate Maine, and sleeted around north central Maine, and snow and sleeted up between northern New Hampshire, and snow and sleeted around eastern Quebec here. And the rain stretched around down around northeast Maryland, the Baltimore area, and northern Delaware. And another line of rain showers stretching from eastern Ontario to stretching to western New York, and around northern Pennsylvania, and around Ohio, and then around West Virginia, and eastern Indiana here. And looking at radar in it shows lines of showers and storms stretching all the way down around Arkansas and eastern Texas, Louisiana. That's the same system that spawned tornadoes around eastern Missouri and the St. Louis area. Here. Okay. Alright. Look at that 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Today, Charlotte Bay after 11 a.m. Punchmark up to 4 p.m. Otherwise, Cusco got about 5 degrees. South about 110 miles, gust side 22 miles an hour. Just picture 6%. Newport Mountain less than 10 minutes possible. Charles Punchmark go at 45 degrees. Southwest about 7 to 11 miles. Gust at 21 miles an hour. Just picture 8%. Newport Mountain between the 10 quarter degrees possible for Wednesday. Charles like Bay before 10 a.m. Punchmark before 8 a.m. Was Cusco got the Georgia coming mostly says got about 61 degrees. Then west about 9 to 30 miles. Gust at 24 miles an hour. Just picture 6%. Newport Mountain less than 10 minutes possible. Weather Park to Cusco about 34 degrees. Southwest about 7 to 11 miles. Gust at 29 miles an hour. Thursday, most nights come out 46 degrees. Brisbane, Westwood at 10 to 15 miles gusts. Highest 32 miles an hour. Thursday night, podcast about 23 degrees. Friday, put the Saturday, podcast about 10 degrees. Saturday, podcast about 21, about 10 degrees. For Sunday, put the Saturday, podcast about 28, about 16 degrees. And for Monday, most nights come out 36 degrees. Here, currently here in Taunton, it's overcast. And light rain at 36, and Norton it's overcast, and rain at 36, and Mansfield at 36. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Money News on this March 7th, 2017. Tuesday morning, PSA. Good morning, good bye, see you at new time for a new time reporter. You all have a good bye.